What's that playing on?
Boom. And just like that, we are live once again. Welcome to the Monsterpreneur Minds Podcast,
Yeah, yeah.
Season 2,
What?
Episode 11.
Whoa.
Oh, man. Been a hell of a journey so far. So glad that we got to get back on the microphones. Been looking so forward to this. And we're going to switch things up a little bit. So I've been listening to a lot of feedback, a lot of things people have been telling me. And I want to make sure that we get out to the masses, right? A lot of people love the entrepreneurs and they love the entrepreneurial stuff, but at the end of the day, too, they want people to talk about everything and anything. So we're going to cater to that. We're also going to mix in a little bit of entrepreneurial stuff as well, and then we're going to focus on have those episodes that are geared towards that. But then when I bring my homeboys in and I bring people, to the chopping block, this right here is just conversations on the block, and that's what it is. So without further ado, I got my man, Mr. David Duncan here, longtime friend. He was on season 1, and he's back to shed some light on life in general.
What's up? What's up?
And we just gonna go in. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Everything's been rolling real well. We up to 500 views and streams across all platforms on Apple, Spotify, iTunes, all that shit. So good luck, man, and hopefully everybody enjoys what we're doing and what we're gonna bring to the table. So D, my man, what's good?
500. We need to get to 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. That's how we do it, man. Everything's good, man. There's no complaints. Everything is good. I appreciate you once again having me here. And let's sit there and talk what we got to talk about. Let's get it done, man.
Absolutely, man. So a lot of shit going on in
Lot,
the
lot,
world.
lot, lot, lot. The world is fucking crazy. But yeah, a lot.
The world is fucking crazy, D.
Bananas. Yeah.
Um, it's almost like one of those things where you gotta like try to even figure out where to start,
Hmm.
right?
I'm with you.
So I told you that I wanted to do this because before the stories go stale, we
Right.
needed to talk about them, right?
Right.
So let's start off with the shakeup of the world. Kobe Bryant dies, dealing with his death. Where were you at? What were you doing when you heard what had happened, and how did you put it all into perspective?
Dude, I mean, like probably everybody else, dude. I was like pretty shocked, and I'm gonna say it's funny as hell because usually I'm plugged into like shit when it happens, right? So I'm in the office sitting there, and my grandmother, well, Mimi stays on her stuff like nobody other. So so she stood there and she called me up, and she calls. Grandma's on that really call. She calls. I'm dealing with a bunch of calls. I see. I'll call her right back. She called back after that, and grandmas really don't do that unless something's up. So I hit up and she said, "You heard Kobe died." And I said, Kobe who? Because I thought Kobe Bryant. Did I think grandmas knew Kobe Bryant? Nah.
Mm-hmm.
So but grandma knew Kobe Bryant. She said Kobe Bryant died. I said, nah. So I ran out to the other TV. I was in the office and I had something playing there, but I ran out to the big TV. I got to check it out. Went to the game because there was a game that was just getting ready to start. There was nothing, didn't talk about nothing. They was doing the intro and everything. I said, "Ma," so I'm watching it. That ain't happening. Switched to NBA TV, something like that. They was talking. I said, "Ma, there's nothing there neither." She said, "I'm telling you right now." And sure enough, when they was giving a broadcast, went up there, dude started crying on TV and everything. I was like, wow. So that was real, man. I mean, that was something.
it it hit a lot of people different
Yeah.
because
And,
I for one I was a big Kobe Bryant fan. I
mhm.
actually like Kobe. Um he was very arrogant, came in the league young, right? So he had that um he had that swag about him that he wanted to be the best from the very beginning, right? But when I fast forward and I look at everything that he did, all I could think about is how sad it is that somebody that had everything and had it panned out, lined out to where you could take care of anybody you wanted to. Your kids are taken care of, your family's taken care of, your kids' are probably going to be taken care of,
Yeah.
and all the money in the world and all the comfort in the world can't stop death.
No. Not at all. And I'm gonna show you a whole different take on it. I didn't like Kobe, and
Mm,
I'm gonna tell you why I didn't like Kobe. It's because he was the Mamba. So
mhm.
Kobe killed me in a lot of my. Hey, if you watch season 1, you should did. You know what I'm talking about. So Kobe
Yeah,
did do that,
yeah,
and he was arrogant. He did a bunch of things,
yeah.
but I really in like with most people, you appreciate them more in depth, which is sad
Mm.
because I realized um I didn't like him so much because he was great.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
His craft was great. He was unique,
right.
and you sit there and that's why I despise him. I was like, yo, and it's almost like a bully mentality because he would sit there and just beat the shit out of people.
Right,
So I was like, yo, I want to slay the bully, but losing the whole time. I said, dude, there ain't no way.
right.
And sat there and everything, and then he was great at his craft, and it showed like he retired and everything else after that, and he was great in his parenthood
Mm.
and everything too, man. And it was sad too, and it bothered me when the first thing that like Oprah and Gail had put out,
Oh
they
yeah.
they bring up them charges, and that's nothing. We it was too early,
I still haven't
and
even seen that
dude,
interview.
I mean that
I didn't even want to watch it. When
yeah, it
everybody
was
made a big deal out of it, I was like, you know what? That's not even. I'm not even going to entertain that.
yeah, like
So I didn't even see the interview. I don't even know what she said, and I can only imagine, right?
yeah, because it was. I'm talking about we're within the first week, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
we're not even waiting like for whatever. And why would we sit and do that because to sell? You know what I'm saying? To for money or the interview was at the draw because that happened.
it
That
happened
was
already.
already gone.
Yeah,
Exonerate whatever happened with that was done. And then if somebody's passing when you can't defend it yourself or whatever, you bring that up. So it was a bad taste in my mouth as far as that concerned. But the Kobe thing, it was sad. It was sad that the kids was on the plane and all of that.
everybody. I mean,
Yeah,
for all the people that lost their lives,
yeah,
like the way that they put it was he was a baseball coach, right?
yeah.
I don't
One
know
of
his
them, yeah,
name. My apologies for not knowing his name, but he would. They were saying he was the Kobe to them in their college. You
we
know,
we know so we wouldn't know. We're only saying the Kobe thing because we know Kobe
yes, yeah,
through
yeah.
his craft.
He's worldwide.
All right, so
He's
yeah,
worldwide.
so it's sad in general, of course, for all the families and everything else. But to be honest, we wouldn't, as a society, still be talking about a helicopter crash that happened if we didn't know the people.
Right,
you know so it does put emphasis on it, but it
right.
put emphasis that the people that was able to provide the helicopter was so well known and had money and this, so that's what gravitates people. Like these people talking about that never seen Kobe dribble a ball before,
Yeah,
like, yo, I'm so sad about Kobe. That's how you know. Oh, just it's everywhere now. You know about him.
yeah.
So
Didn't the story seem weird though?
as far as what?
As far as the whole situation, the conditions,
Yeah,
flying when you probably shouldn't have been, having a pilot that could get through those conditions.
yeah.
I mean, the whole story just
Well, you've been in LA. I've been in LA, right? So
it just
LA,
seemed
but
real
look, but LA,
suspect
LA
for some
traffic
reason.
is crazy. So all day, every day, because I'm out there GPS and stuff, and it's like 5 miles away, but
Right.
a GPS would tell me, I'm like 45 minutes away.
For 5 miles.
I said, dude,
Yeah.
I could walk that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's some true shit.
But at the end of the day, if you know you shouldn't be flying in certain conditions because it was just not visible, why take that risk?
Isn't it up to the FDA or whoever sanctioned them to be able to fly? Because on top of that, that helicopter could have sat there and fed on a school bus, on somebody's house, on something else. So once again, it determines who gives you the okay to sit there and put something in the air because you just can't do that.
Well, I mean, it was he used that like he used a vehicle. Like
Right.
like how me and you would get into a car and drive to Orlando,
Hmm.
he would take a helicopter.
Right.
So this is not nothing new. But at the end of the day, if you already knew that the conditions were not flyable or it was a very, very difficult weather condition to fly in. Why
Well,
not just say, "Yo, we can't do this today"?
we're in California anyway. They always have the overcast. They always have that,
Hmm.
right? So to me, I'm not thinking it was something that was any different any other day. Like yo, these are extremely different. This is what they generally flying a lot
Yeah,
at that time. So to him, he didn't think that. The difference is,
but you gotta
and
think that
and
you look
and
into the sky, you see this fucking fog.
yeah, but you know how many
They said
it
that you couldn't even see 5 feet in front of you.
right,
Why?
and
What? How? What the fuck? What would
the
make you want to fly in that?
there's certain times that we're on a plane when they go through them clouds that I can't see nothing out there either.
Sure,
I'm sitting there, so
but
you
you're
rely,
in the sky.
but you
There's
rely,
no building that's
you
gonna
rely,
be tall enough for you to run into.
right. But in
You're talking about
California,
flying through valleys.
there's mountains. Yeah, exactly. But what's more alarming is the aircraft that they was traveling on didn't have, and it's not required to have
Right.
the sensors to sit and say when they're close to the ground,
Right.
right? And that's what's weird too because these helicopters, like any other plane, are millions of dollars. Sit there, you got so you're not required to have that.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you now that after the fact, they're gonna start putting a mandate to start having these helicopters. It's already million something. What are you talking about?
Well,
Another 500,000, another hundred
yeah,
thousand,
but
two
at the
hundred
end of the
thousand.
day, I mean, I don't know too much about the story, so I don't want to like throw out false facts because it's not what we're here to do. But I don't know if he owned the helicopter or
No,
if that was his
he leased the
or
helicopter,
whatever
so
it was.
it's a
But
leasing place, and the dude actually flew for a bunch of different
yeah,
people. So
yeah, yeah,
they all say he was a seasoned pilot. So
yes,
I don't want to put it on pilot error. Like I said, he was in the same boat as anything else. He didn't have the
sensors.
instruments to sit there
Yeah,
and be like, yo.
yeah,
So I think he made his best decision because he was a seasoned pilot. Ain't nobody that Kobe Bryant would have hired or that leasing company would have hired to be somebody who just now started flying. He's
yeah.
been flying for over 30 years, I think they said the said. So, it was tragic,
And
man.
apparently, from what I heard, they missed that. They missed that ledge or that space of where they were supposed to be over that mountain for. It was only like 15, 20 feet.
And you see how weird like the world is too, man. The minute that happened, they put out all this shit on media and everything. They had another helicopter that fell down out the sky. People was like, "That's Kobe's." You know, it's so messed up because the one that they actually put out, people did die in that also,
Yeah.
but they put it to get likes and shit like that. It just shows how weird the world is. Excuse me, is actually
You're talking
moving
about
now.
the military helicopter.
No, it was another helicopter that came around that sat there, and I think that was over like in Japan or something. But they were saying this is the Kobe helicopter, and with the it was clear blue skies. Came down the helicopter, something I think the back wing had fell off or whatever. Went across all YouTube. Dude was getting like ridiculous um, likes and views and all
Yeah.
this shit. And there's somebody trying to capitalize on somebody else's
Somebody's
tragedy.
death.
And not just
Yeah.
that, because the people in that film had also lost their lives. But you know what? We don't know about them because they weren't famous.
Sure.
And that's the same thing we said there at the start of the conversation with.
Yeah. It just puts a lot of things into perspective though, man, because it all the money in the world just doesn't fix everything.
No, I
It
mean,
it
no.
can't it doesn't, and again, like we were talking about outside. Hey, can y'all shut up? Sorry. It puts things into perspective where money can't buy everything, right? So
Right.
if money can't buy everything, the first thing I thought was, man, I called my friends, I called my boys. We were in Orlando. We were just at a stickball tournament, and their car full of people was ahead of me, and I called them just because I knew my man Nelson was going to answer it in the car. And I told everybody to hug when you get home, hug your family, hug your kids, hug your wife because you don't know when your next day is gonna be.
Yeah.
Your number gets called, it gets called. All the money in the world can't fix that.
That should be every day, man. To be honest, when you sit there, I mean, today's society and things that people are going through and what we're going through, we're sitting there saying, that should be every day. You know what I'm saying? When you leave the house, and I don't want to depress nobody, I don't want to put nobody on no different page. But when you sit there and you leave your house, you need to be leaving your house like you're good and make sure that they're good.
Yeah.
Because if something happens to you, you want to make sure that they're good. Say what you want to sit there and say. Don't leave no place mad. Don't leave like yo, I'll fix this shit in a minute. Because we don't know if a minute's gonna come here or there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't get to my age by being stupid. So in the same token, I know that there's some stuff that I haven't crossed my T's and dotted my I's. And the only person that lives with that is me now,
Hmm.
because they might be gone and all of that. So there's no way to repair that. So you sit there and you do everything you got to do, today to make yourself, be able to continue the next day. If something happened to you, then it happens to you.
Right.
But you want to make sure that your people's is okay too when you sit there and go.
Yeah.
But that's what it is, dude. There's a beginning and there's an end.
Hmm.
So the difference is we don't know when that's gonna happen. So it's almost like playing, and I don't want to put life like that, but it's like playing musical chairs.
Hmm.
You sit there and you dance around the whole time. You don't know when that music gonna stop.
You don't know when that chair ain't gonna be there for you to sit
Right.
down.
Exactly. Right.
Shit.
So you want to sit there and be that
Yeah.
person, man. So
Yeah. Well, we don't want to beat a dead horse,
no,
but it was
we can't.
definitely something that needed to be talked about. One thing I can't understand though is why the fuck is everybody getting a Kobe Bryant tattoo though?
What? Um.
I I don't get it.
Well, that's what
Like,
people do.
okay, like if you in LA and that's your man, okay, I get it.
Your man, like what?
Like if that's your homeboy, you know what I'm saying?
Like
Like
your
if
homeboy, your
like your
homeboy.
homeboy.
All right.
You know what I'm
So
saying? Like your homeboy.
right.
You know, like how did Jeezy say it? When or whoever said it, when niggas die, we don't, we just get ink subscribed in our vein and a link to the chain. You know what I'm saying? So yes, but I mean Hollywood, they were going crazy.
Dude,
The
look.
game got number 8 over his
Yeah,
eyelid.
I don't know, but look, think about it. The game is doing too much to us because he just got
he
no,
need
no,
he need
not go.
another publicity stunt.
He just did nip to. I mean, he probably gonna do. It's like I get it, man. I get it, but your
Over your
whole,
eye.
no,
Over your eye.
not me, but
Listen, man, to each his own,
yeah,
bro. You know
no,
what I'm
but what I'm
saying?
saying is though, you know what I'm saying, like this is your craft. This is your vehicle you travel around the world with,
Yeah.
right?
It's your temple.
So yeah. So if you sit there and you keep getting ink on everybody you lost, like look, I'll be inked up right now, dude. Like from head to toe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't. Mm,
It just
maybe,
seemed a little weird to me.
maybe some Hollywood
It
stuff.
just seemed a little weird to me. That's
Well,
all.
I'll probably go with some Hollywood stuff,
I
man.
mean, there's a lot of weird shit nowadays that I don't get.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of weird shit. We
Growing.
live in a world. It's a made up day to me though, dude. Man, it's good. Every day should be a Valentine's Day for your Valentine, dude.
Oh,
I mean, that's what it gotta
you
be.
get
I mean, come on, you can't be like, what do you mean?
hard.
How's my Valentine? Like, you gonna ask me next year, how's my Valentine's that? What you get a little flowers, this and that. You
I'm gonna tell you that I'm done buying flowers.
see what I'm saying?
I'm done buying
I
flowers. I don't
got you.
care what y'all say.
What they
I'm
got you for?
done
What they got you for? I know what's
buying
happening.
flowers.
What did they get you
Well,
for?
the whole thing was $110.
That's why you're done.
No. I didn't pay that. I didn't
Okay.
pay that. I
So
negotiated my way down to 85.
that's I still wouldn't pay that.
Yeah. But at the end of it all, like I look at it and I'm like, it's fucking $85
And
that
they
that I
died.
could have just lit on fire.
They died.
I could have literally lit $85 on fire.
I guarantee if you give her $85 in the car, she would have been happy because that she could have burned her own way. It would have died her own way.
I got I get reprimanded sometimes for giving people money on a birthday or a holiday or something like that. Like they try to tell me that that's like the most unsensitive gift you can give for money.
That's some
I'm like, yo, I
bullshit.
think that's the
That's
best fucking gift
yeah.
you can
Pick out
give to
what you
somebody.
want. Do something because I think that that's them picking out what they want to. Maybe they think that it's an easy way out,
Yeah,
but I don't think it's an easy way. To me, it's like get something that you're actually gonna use.
yeah.
How many times we do for Christmas? Dude, I mean, think about it. My grandmother or my wife now. I've been buying shit for years, right? So I'm beginning to be like, I don't know what to get. So I'm just throwing shit out there,
Yeah.
and that shit is just out there, and they never use it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck did I spend? Return it, do something with that,
Yeah.
and then it's a hassle for them to go return it to get something.
Yeah.
No, well, here's a gift. Get what you want,
Yes. Yes.
and
Yes.
here's what it is.
I'm all for that, man. I feel like I got for
Oh, yeah,
Valentine's
the
Day.
flowers. Yeah, the flowers they
I
got you,
just feel
dude.
like I just got for that, and
Yeah,
and so I'm a last minute buyer and shopper, anyways. So I'm already scrambling,
dude,
right,
I love this.
on the day
No,
of or
no.
the day before.
Where you go shopping at?
Nigga, I just pull over and
Yeah.
just
No,
pick a
hell no, nigga. I don't go. Look, I don't go. Look,
I
I'm not.
pick a spot.
Mm.
Yo, you know how they got me right here on Bloomingdale? I
I'm not that guy. I'm gonna
I
tell you
was
right now.
going to the okay. So what I did was I was trying to get flowers delivered, right, to work. Okay, so I was gonna pay for that because that would have been like something nice, whatever. So nobody could do it, right? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna go to the flower store and I'm just gonna pick out a nice little bouquet of shit and I'm gonna bring it home. So I'm coming down here on Bloomingdale and Providence. I make a left, and they got the balloons in the street and a handwritten sign, flowers. I said, boom, you got me.
He's like, oh
I
man.
pulled over, I got in there, little bullshit boutique shop, and they got nothing. They wiped out already, right? Because Valentine's Day, we talking about
Fuck, you went at 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day?
3 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh,
So they
wow.
was already wiped out.
Wow.
So I'm like, all right. She's like, well, I get you a good price on this. I get you a good price on this. I don't know why I'm talking Asian right now,
Yeah,
but
what here we
but
go. We gotta
she's
talk some. We're gonna have to talk about some racism here in a minute. But go ahead, go ahead.
I give you a good price on this. I'm like,
Now you
I'm
sound
not.
a little Indian too. You
So
threw some
so
Indian shit
I
in.
pick it up and I look on the bottom like $110. I'm like, no, I'm not paying for that.
One
So
hundred and
then
ten dollars for what?
for the thing you see. So it was like 20 roses, like all just cut stems and then all put in a bushel in a nice little vase. And then there were 3 tulips that were in there too. So it was nice, right?
All right, but let me get this straight. So when you bought it home, the response you got back from Kayla would have been probably the same response that if you came home with something from Publix and the little thing you put in a little thing.
Well, my mom seen it first, so she's like, "Oh, that's pretty," but that's all she said.
Yeah, see, she was like, no, no, it's not. It's not
Oh,
eighty
that's
five
pretty.
dollars. Pretty,
Yeah, yeah,
pretty ain't
yeah.
$85.
Exactly.
It's like,
Exactly.
yo, that's
Exactly.
gorgeous. My God, I can't believe you got that.
Exactly. Exactly.
No,
It wasn't no diamond earrings and nothing like that.
no,
It's
hell
fucking flowers. At the end of the day, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm done buying fucking flowers on Valentine's Day. It's just a waste of fucking money because the flowers are gonna die. They're gonna shrivel up, and it's like burning a bill.
well, we
That's
knew
all it
that.
is. It's burning a bill. That bill just went out to nothing. Anyways, moving right along. Fuck, fucking piss me off.
Yes, it sounds like some built up anxiety there.
No, but I know what my wife likes. She likes candy. So on Valentine's Day, it's always been a candy day, right?
Nigga,
So,
you know how much candy you could have got for $85?
well, no,
Like
I
if you
got
went
a
to
I got a $45 worth of candy too.
what the fuck? Hold
That's what I
on.
do. That's what I do. That's what I
Oh
do.
no, that's
That's what I
lovely.
do. That's what I do. So she's still eating her favorite candy to today.
Oh,
Still,
that's good.
yeah.
That's
So
good.
I mean, I feel like my money went well there, but not onto the flowers,
To
man.
the candies.
Not onto the flowers.
Wow.
So, anyways, yo, pet peeves, right? So I'm just gonna jump into this because I only want to talk about this once, and I want to talk about this just because we talk about Valentine's Day. So I went to shave today, right?
Huh?
I went to shave because I wanted to be fresh for the YouTube video shit, right? So how about I go and get home? I called you at 6 o'clock. You was coming over at 7:30.
Right.
I get into the bathroom looking for my razor. Fuck my razor at. When my wife moves my shit around,
Oh no. No, dude.
it drives me up the fucking wall. I cannot stand it.
Did
It's
she
not
change?
yours. Don't
Hold on.
touch it. It's on my side of the double vanity. You got your own sink. You
Right,
got
right.
your own shit.
I got you.
Why you touching my shit over here?
but I'm gonna put it into some more stuff.
I couldn't even
The,
find my rate. I had
the,
one.
but did she
Yo, I
tell you what she puts it at though? At least that
no,
she's
cause
like, yo,
no, cause when I ask, she forgets.
oh wow,
Drives
no,
me
look, all right. So
crazy.
my wife sits and say she never touched it.
Ugh.
I didn't touch it. It's only me and you in here. This is now, and she knows what I'm talking about too. Like I'm like, hey, yeah, I seen it. I said, where's it at? I didn't touch it. It was right here.
D,
No, I ain't touch it. But
I
yeah,
promise you, it drives me up a fucking wall because every time I know where I put my stuff, it moves.
hmm
Tell me where it is. Don't tell me you don't know. And then don't just throw it away. It ain't your shit. Bro, you know how long I've been using that razor, taking care of it,
nurturing it, ra-
nurturing it.
raising it to be able to cut this beast
So
of a
every
hair.
time I go to clean myself up, I'm using my man right there. Where was my man today? I still have no idea. I still haven't
So you
found.
didn't shave today?
No, I did not.
Wow,
Piss me off.
you're doing a non-shaving interview right now.
Yeah. Anyways, whatever. So let's get into some real deep shit. Right. So we've horsed around long enough. Presidential candidates.
Oh, this bullshit.
So I feel like we got to talk about this. And don't get me wrong, YouTube don't beat me up. Facebook don't beat me up. I'm not the fucking polished um political person in the world, but I have my ideas, I have my views, and I know I can hold my own when it comes to speaking about it. I feel like Donald Trump's going to run away with a landslide on getting reelected
Why would you feel that?
because there's nobody else on the Democratic side that's even worthy enough to even beat him. Tell me different. Tell me different. How do you feel about what's going on right now when it comes to the president? That's a different subject, so we'll talk about that separately. But when we talk about how this whole political circus is going on right now with the Democrats and the Republicans and putting people who are going to beat out Donald Trump, why can't we find somebody that is like a clear cut winner besides him?
Because this is the first time ever in American history you have a billionaire as a president, right? So you might as well sit there and call him like an emperor or something. Because all of his friends, all of his political part. First of all, when you sit and look at it, the dude just threw some ridiculous ass party last week that the plates was 1.5 million, some ridiculous shit
Mm-hmm.
for them to sit there and come there. He only had 35 people, but do the math, people. He had 35 people that attended.
Mm-hmm.
Do the math. At $1.5 million a plate,
A person.
some shit like that. So everybody that contributed to his campaign party, there's a lot of money there, right? So now you got somebody in there, and to me, uh, that's just ridiculous shit. Uh,
Yes.
I mean, when you sit there and look at it, the money behind something, and the money's root towards
Yes.
so you got him sitting in there, and he's there, and even on top of all his money, now you still got the interference of Russia. That's today. That shit dropped, so people can sit there and Google that shit too.
But Russia wants to interfere because they want him to be president.
Right, of course.
So my question was, why do we not have a person on either side of the party, whether it be Democrat or whether it be Republican, conservative or liberal? Why don't we have a person that can beat him at this point? This is the prime opportunity of impeaching a president
Mhm.
and getting somebody to run and actually win and go and win convincingly.
Because
And we
look,
can't do that.
right, in a circus, in a circus, you got clowns, right? In a circus, you got clowns. There's only one bozo. right? So Bozo trumps out everybody else. Ain't that a weird pun? So Bozo trumps out everybody else. So Bozo becomes the focus. Everybody else sitting there, we're sitting there, we've been watching Trump for, and it's funny as hell because Trump started fucking up like his 13th day in the office. Some
Fucking up how?
some 3.5 years ago. Look it up. He did some off the wall shit 13 days in.
But are
Um
we talking about like what? Because I think like immediately when he was president, he repealed the Obamacare.
no, it wasn't. He did some ridiculous. He had fired somebody or some shit
Now,
that
he's
had
been
never been
firing
done.
people,
It right,
so
but it was something that had never been done. 13 days in the office.
okay.
To know the facts here and there, because that was almost 3 years ago. But I guarantee you, we Google up, that was his first strike. On top of that, there in his 3.5 years, now he got an impeachment, which is never no, he wasn't convicted of impeachment,
Hmm.
but he's the only third president that ever even got charged with that,
Okay.
right? And now we're actually on the cusp of re-electing this motherfucker. The only reason he got re-elected, or the only reason he got elected, is because of the electoral votes.
Right.
The color, he's not the popular vote,
Right. Right. Right.
but on top of that, when you sit and look at it, that's some other bullshit that's in the thing to get people in office how they want to do. And on top of even the electoral votes, we don't know if that really happened because there's still claims of the Russians being involved in the first election.
Yes.
So he might not even won that shit.
Sure.
So
But if you look at it from a broader perspective, you know, we're riding a pretty high economy.
right, great businessman, great businessman.
So
I
give
don't.
give me your take. And again, we still haven't answered the question, why don't we have somebody that can beat him?
Mhm.
So if you look at the Democrats and you line them up straight down the line,
We don't. I mean, there's no answer to that. I mean,
are
we
you a
really don't.
Democrat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
So I actually looked at I tried to be very unbiased
Hmm.
because I think that there's another thing brewing with society now, especially with millennials, the way they think, the way that people are thinking, and whether or not you're a Democrat, Republican, or the new party or the new wave of progressive people, it should never. Why haven't we figured out that it should not be about a side?
Hmm.
It should not be about being a Democrat, being a Republican because of political views and because of what those parties stand for. Because there's shit that the Republicans stand for that I like, but
Right.
they also contradict themselves
Right.
at the same time. Less government also means less money that would go to certain sectors that are controlled by big government,
Right.
right? So you can't have it both ways. But on the flip side of that, Democrats, they want to feed everybody,
Hmm.
right? Can't feed everybody. So there's got to be a way to help the people that need to be helped and weed out the people who are taking advantage of the system. What bothers me the most is that white people in general, if we're going to put a race on it, there's some of them that are downright fucking broke.
Hmm.
They would benefit and get farther ahead underneath democratic rules and they don't even fucking know it, right?
Yeah, but they was raised as Republicans, and they follow the Republican ways of thinking. So that's why,
But
like.
let me finish. Democrats put everybody who's ethnic in a boat.
Hmm.
I think we're moving past the wave of I'm Puerto Rican or Spanish or black that I have to automatically be in the Democratic Party,
Hmm.
right? Because the sad thing about the nation right now is people don't even know what the policies and the views are of parties and they're voting for people because of left or right.
Hmm.
and we are being separated, not for the good of the country, but because they've been told you're this or you're that.
Yeah.
I look at it as beneficial government.
Right, but look, you don't have too many avenues. You only have left or right, right? So at that time, you only have a left or right. Then you check off your ex is here, and you check off your ex is there, and figure out what Democratic Party you belong to.
Right.
But on top of that, you know, I didn't make those parties, so I sit there, and when I do my checks here and there, I do decipher more towards the Democratic Party. I don't believe none of that bullshit because it's all generated with money.
Hmm.
But the dude we got in, 45 that we got in office now,
Yeah.
he sits there and he's bringing some other shit to the table
Like
that's
what?
never been there.
Like what?
Like all the dumb shit he does. I mean, first of all, he doesn't. Who did he congratulate? Just showing you his knowledge on shit.
Yeah.
Who the fuck did he congratulate for the fucking Super Bowl win? What state did he congratulate?
All right. Well, yeah, we know he's not the smartest tool in the, or the
But this,
sharpest tool in the shed.
all right, but this is the motherfucking president of the United States, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
All
Hmm.
right, so I guess education ain't a motherfucking. That's not a requirement. You got
Do
to
you
be a businessman,
do you feel do you feel that
and that's not all. But okay, we got
do
it.
yeah do you feel that he brings racial tension?
Of course he does. I mean that goes without saying.
That's
That
the
that
that's the
that
biggest
that goes without
focus.
saying at all, right? My kids are not allowed to watch him when he speaks because he speaks ignorance. I mean, that's the whole thing. Um, when he was campaigning to be president, right, which is sad too, when he sat there and talked about women, right? My mother's a woman. I have sisters. My grandmother. I have a daughter, right? That was offensive,
Yes.
right? So that bothers me when I have other men around me that sit there and say, "Yes, this is my commander in chief," or whatever. It makes me question them as a man, right?
Mm.
Because they're willing to underline that and accept that for their own beliefs in things. So that bothers me.
Mhm.
So it has me questioning. So yes, it put that in it. Not just that, we have a president now that twitters. We have a president that goes to that. That's never been done before.
That's what everybody hates.
He twitters. It's not just that they should hate it. They should understand where they came from and where they're going.
No, no, no. With the Twitter thing, everybody hates that he tweets
Yeah.
because you don't fucking say the right things when you're tweeting. Stop it.
Or it's not even about tweet, dude. I don't want people to tweet me what the fuck is going on in the nation.
True.
It makes no sense, right? So on top of that, you know what can't even be him neither, because he's dictating that shit to somebody. He's not. He don't actually have the phone, and so when shit ain't spell right and shit like that, or whatever. That's somebody he's dictating. These are all the people that's running the country now, and that's
What do you mean? So he's
that's
sitting back and he's like, yeah,
he's yeah. You think.
yeah, D, I think I'm gonna, tweet this shit out there right now.
Of course. I mean, do you think he's actually typing on his fat his fingers doing? I mean, think about it, dude. He's the president. He don't do shit by himself.
I
So,
don't,
so
I don't know.
when he's sitting there doing things, I think he brought us back like a he brought us back some years. Like even in his thought process, his delivery, his communication, he brought us back years from where we is going to where we're at today. And it's weird too that other people don't see that. Like, yo, yeah, Donald Trump. Oh, you just don't like him because he's white. That's bullshit. Because there've been nothing but white presidents besides Obama.
Right,
There've been nothing but that. Nobody sat there and talked about Clinton like that. Nobody sat there and talked about Bush like that. All the Bushes, all of them,
right,
because there've been many.
right.
Nobody said they didn't talk. The
Well,
only
George
person
Bush Jr. did get thrown under the bus on
it
a lot of
doesn't
different
the
things.
number one
He was a fucking
president,
idiot too
the
when it
num
came to personal, communication.
but the number one president that's been thrown under the bus
Mm.
for all of the fucking years we've been here
Yeah.
has been not just me being here, from my parents being, from my grandmother being here, from my great grandparents being here. is Donald Trump.
Do you think it's because we are more we have more accessibility to information?
Um, yeah, it would have to be, but let's not take it away. We've had this same communication for years. It hasn't just happened in the last 3.5 years. So we've had this communication. I think it's more broadcast, it's more put out there because he fucks up so much, and that's there too. Look,
Well, he just can't stop
I'm
talking.
not, yeah, and I'm not a Trump. Look, I'm not a Trump dude at all. Don't get me wrong. I don't like him. He's not a good person, right? So we have somebody that's sitting in the office as commander in chief.
Mhm.
Don't get it twisted. I'm not anti-American. You know, some people should say, "Well, it's America, and that's who was elected." We don't know if that's who was elected. That's who you say was elected. All
Mm.
right, that's what them they just said and said. We don't know if anybody in the Fed, but y'all don't want to hear that because
There
Trump
was a
is in
lot of
office now.
there was
There's
a
a lot of
lot of
uh,
pollution
yeah,
with the
there's a lot
count.
of right. So there's a lot of controversy in that,
Yes, yes, yes.
but everybody likes to sit there and stick with, well, that's what it is. I don't believe that, but we should believe that the dude is a piece of shit. I mean, we really should.
Yeah. Why don't the Democratic Party have somebody to beat all these fucking people on the opposite side? Like it's just one. I want to announce my presidential election. My I'm stepping into the
Hmm.
race
Yeah,
for,
step
for,
step into this.
for the next vote.
Let me get Moscow to back you, and you probably win. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it'll probably take, but you gotta have money over in Moscow to sit there and make that happen because Moscow ain't doing shit for free. Russ ain't doing shit for free. I mean, that was actually came out also, Trump Tower in Russia. Wow.
Well,
That's big.
the people that are throwing money around right now, it seems like money dictates everything.
Yeah.
Did
What
you know? Did you know that when you watch your bootleg movies, and I can't even say it's bootleg, it's just out before everybody else gets to watch it.
yeah, I don't watch bootleg movies.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. So you know how you always see Chinese subtitles?
Yeah.
You know why you see that?
Why?
Okay, put you on because China funds Hollywood.
Really? So money. Money rules everything around me. Dollar dollar bill, yo.
They get to the point where China is the second biggest market.
Mhm.
The United States wants a piece of that. So they will literally tuck tail and do what China says to be able to have that movie released in the Chinese
Before.
market.
Yeah.
So everything from designer clothes,
Hmm.
Versace, Christian Dior, everything. America wants a piece of the Chinese market because it's lucrative. It's the second biggest market in the world. India will be there eventually because they got massive amounts of people, but their money's not there yet. But China funds Hollywood. They tell them this can happen, this can't happen, this can happen, this can't happen. They're literally changing scenes in movies and taking patches off that would depict something that they don't want released because it puts them under a different microscope. And they will literally get that shit in Hollywood removed, and then the movie gets released. How crazy is that? How crazy is it that America will allow anybody to tell them how to do something because of money?
We have a $1 billion president. I mean, how crazy is it? It's like what
Donald
you
Trump also doesn't need money from
what
other
what
from other people. So there are certain things that he doesn't have to do that small, you know, smaller candidates would have to go and take funds.
right. But look, Donald Trump, you're right, doesn't need money, right? So it just shows the ego of the whole thing. He doesn't even he had no business even trying to be the president, right? At
Right.
all.
Right.
I mean, you got
He
people
didn't want
like
to be elected.
no, all right. So you got people. He talked about the Republican Party for the dude. That's all out there.
Right.
If the
Because when
Republicans would
Donald
sit
Trump
there and
started,
put right,
he wasn't a Republican.
wasn't none of that. He didn't do that. The
Yeah.
dude sat there and yo, give him props for what he does. He's a tycoon with real estate. He was broke after that. Everything I'm sitting there saying, Google it. After that, well, before that, his dad, Fred Trump, you could look him up also, find out what Fred Trump did. But anyway, so Donald, who grew up in Fred Trump's home, figure that one out. Ended up falling into real estate. Did the whole real estate thing. Was broke.
Lost a
Same
lot of
thing.
money. Lost
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Went up in there and he got a whole bunch of minority people to be around him with the boxing industry.
Mm-hmm.
The Don Kings,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which most Americans said Don King is nobody to play with. The Don King, because Don King is tied to the
Where the fuck
mob.
is Don
On
King
the
at nowadays?
Don King, where's he at?
Yeah,
That's
where is
amazing.
he at? Is he like on an island
Ain't
smoking
no
cigars and shit
ain't no telling, man.
with just a bed of
I,
hundreds?
I guarantee you Don King still has loot.
Of
You
course.
know who don't have loot?
Mike Tyson. No, no, no,
and,
no, Mike.
Muhammad
Mike. I'm
Ali.
sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. I
And
didn't do that. I didn't mean
no.
to do that to you.
And Muhammad
Mike
Ali.
got
I mean,
money.
come on.
Mike got the weed farm now. Mike got Mike Tyson's ranch.
If Mike
I
Tyson
need to
was
go
here right
visit
now,
that.
Mike Tyson would sit there and smack you a high five too and say, fuck all of them and fuck Donald Trump too. Because he don't sit and do that.
Mike Tyson got the Mike Tyson's ranch. You can go there. It's a
Yeah.
resort to smoke weed all day.
Yeah, he's getting it together. I'm actually gonna see Mike Tyson. Like he's
Shit.
coming here, you know that, right?
What do you mean for what?
He's
Comic?
yes.
Comedian shit?
Yes.
Oh, I'll go watch that because I saw his first shit that came out.
He's coming. Do it. It's at the Hard
live.
Rock. Hard
Live.
Rock, dude.
Yo, you know how many people I put onto his stand up?
It's coming. I know that, dude.
It was crazy.
He's hot. Dude, I'll show you my tickets.
Oh, it was crazy. Yo,
April-
get another pair for me
April,
and my wife.
look. Hey, this is a free plug. April 3rd, Mike Tyson at Hard Rock.
Mike, I'm gonna need a fee.
It's called round. It's called round 2.
Oh, okay. So from the first shit he came out with,
Yeah,
'cause
it's
I thought
called
the
round
first shit
2.
he came out with was phenomenal. He basically showed his
Yes.
whole life and how he was up, and then
Yeah.
what made that downfall for him.
Real humble cat. Now, he was like an asshole back in the day. But
All right, move right along because we're gonna sum these subjects up that we got to talk about. This shit might be a lot biased, but I know you're a Yankee fan. I'm a Yankee fan. The Houston Astros. Did they cheat? Did they not cheat? Do you care? Do you give a shit? Or should they just get beamed every time they come to the plate?
hey, um,
I can't wait to get my own studio where I
Yeah.
can just like burn.
yeah, but how can I sit there and talk about cheating, dude? Like cheating is cheating. We cheated on the motherfucking election. We cheated, cheating. I mean, what you want me to say?
They got away with it.
Yeah, you want me to say that
They
something
won the
wrong with that?
trophy.
And to be honest, when you look up the rules, motherfuckers said they can look at the shit. It's up to y'all to make sure that they can see the shit. So
change the signs.
yeah, so I mean that's up to you, bitch. If somebody takes some shit, if you throwing shit out there and somebody gets it, then they got you. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? If you hustling wrong, then you just hustling wrong and somebody got you. Sorry.
It ain't cheat. If you ain't trying,
Right. Come on.
you ain't winning.
No. I mean, did we cheat on the election? How the fuck we sit there talking about American, the greatest sport? No, come on.
Man,
I let it go.
it was suspect though.
I let it go.
It was suspect.
Hmm.
Okay.
Might have been.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. Like
Might have been.
I'm a New York Yankee
Yeah.
fan to the death. And I was just in Houston. Or
Hey,
I wasn't in Houston.
no, no.
I was in
I might have had a different take.
I was in DFW.
If it was the Yankees, I might have had a different take. Like, yeah, y'all bitch ain't care shit. Well, Houston, I don't care.
I was in
Okay.
the funny shit was I was in Texas when this whole fucking story broke. So I literally was like catching bits and pieces of the shit coming in.
So what
And
you thought?
At first, I was like, yo, that's fucked up. Right? And then the more that I thought about it was I played baseball as a kid. I was a very good baseball player. Stealing signs is a part of the game because I
That's what I
want
said,
to
so-
because I want to know, but stealing signs from your base coaches is part of the game. Stealing signs from pitchers using technology is not part of the game.
But no, no.
The
Today's
trash can is up
look,
for auction that
today
they was beating
I was
on.
about to say, look, today's you can't sit and talk about today's shit
The
is
trash can is
technology,
up for
dude.
auction that they were beating on.
Look,
What's
look,
that shit? I think the highest bid right now is like
what
1.2.
a fucking trash can. It just shows today's society because what the fuck, whatever. I was going somewhere else with that shit, man, dude.
You didn't like it. You didn't care though.
No, but everything sells for money. You talk about a trash can. We joked about that.
Yeah.
You know, Trayvon Martin's gun sold for $250,000.
They sold that shit?
Yeah, they sold it.
No.
Come on, Google that. Yeah, motherfucking
They sold
no,
Trayvon Martin's
not
gun.
they. The same dude, Zimmerman.
Sold that?
Yes, he sold
Yo,
it.
I just heard that
You
he.
didn't know that?
Hold on, no, no, no,
Come
no.
on, dude. He put that shit on a
Oh,
public
oh,
auction.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was
I'm
about to
sorry.
say he put that shit on public auction.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking Trayvon had the gun. No, okay. Zimmerman sold his gun.
Yes,
Oh
the
wow.
gun that he said did and
This
killed man.
motherfucker got another lawsuit now.
Well, look, yeah, fuck him. Look, on top of it, it
No, I
shows.
don't like. I
But
just heard this shit like yesterday. He's got another lawsuit
he's gonna keep getting lawsuits. It's pretty good.
for something ridiculously stupid. Matter of fact,
More stupid.
more stupid than the shit that we first heard a couple weeks ago, right?
Wow,
So, okay, look, I gotta look it up.
that's
So,
incredible.
Zimmerman lawsuit. Uh, oh, he's suing Warren and Buttigieg in the election because they are using Trayvon Martin's story to stop racial injustice.
That dude's a piece of shit too. He should.
Two $265 million.
He needs to sit there and run
Didn't Boosie beat him up?
as Trump's. I no, they said it never happened. That was some bullshit.
That was a
That,
fake story.
yeah, that's but look up how much he sold the fucking gun for, and it shows you where the world is going right now. Who the fuck would actually buy that gun? And what are they doing with that gun? Like, why would you want that gun? But it was a live auction. That was the highest bidder. So it went down to and it got to $250,000. So somebody was actually like, I need it. Somebody else said, I need it. I need it. I need it.
$250,000
Yes. For the fucking 38 or
for the
9 millimeter, whatever
nine
the fuck it was.
millimeter
Look
that
it
he
up.
fucking shot him with. That's
Look,
crazy.
I just I wanna put
First
an
of
actual
all,
number on it.
how the fuck you gonna sue?
I need to put a number
How are
on
you
it.
gonna sue the people who are running for presidency, right? Underneath whatever party, it doesn't matter whatever it is, because they're using your story as a racial injustice story. But I guess his whole claim is that they should stop talking about that.
Yeah, but that's his claim to fame. That's how he got all
Wow.
up in there.
Whatever. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyways, moving right along. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Who you got?
I love it. I love it.
Oh, who you got?
I'm going with Fury.
To be.
No, I'm not. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I was gonna say.
I just did it to play with you.
I was gonna
I want
say.
to choose you doing. I'm a Wilder type.
You'd be
of
like,
dude.
how much?
Yeah.
I'd be
No,
like, yo, now I like Fury.
no, no, no. I think
Yo, did Fury beat him the first match?
look, let me tell you something about that. I don't know what happened. Look, this is the only spark
Did you see the fight?
Yes. This is the only spark that's coming from boxing right now. As far as I'm concerned. I'll tell you in our last I don't
Sit right here.
I'm not messing with boxing no more. But what is happening, and it's what it's here, and I don't know if you know this, but Tyson Fury just changed. Did you hear this? This might
No.
be late breaking news to you
No,
soon.
I haven't heard anything
All
about the
right.
fight.
He's changed his coach,
Oh yeah, no, I heard that. I heard that. He's using what's his name's
Emmanuel Stewart.
Emmanuel Stewart's son.
Right.
Son.
No, it's his nephew.
Oh, whatever.
It's his
Yeah.
nephew.
Oh,
But
something.
but yeah, same last name, but his nephew. But he just changed it 2 months ago. That's gonna be a problem. That's first of all, Wilder's sitting there, and Wilder's wild. because he sat there and he's talking about that he would have knocked out Mike Tyson
Nah.
years ago, and you see all of that
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't agree with all that.
No, I
Hold
don't
that
agree with that
thought.
neither.
Hold that thought. YouTube, bathroom break for me. My son, Desmond. Desmond, question from you, 15 years old, just turned 15.
15.
Ask my man D something that you want to know
Yeah,
as a 15-year-old.
that'd be
I'll be
great.
right back.
Uh, did you guys talk about Kobe already?
Yeah.
You
How you
did.
feel about that?
I don't know. It was a tragedy. That was one of my favorite players.
Really?
Yeah, watching basketball, and it was heartbreaking.
That's good. So you sat there. So you saw that whole thing, like because that's the only person you don't know Jordan. You don't know. So you watch Kobe play.
Yeah, I watched like documentaries on him and stuff.
All right, that's cool. What else you got to ask me? Yeah, we talked about Kobe. That's all breaking.
What do you think about video games?
Video games?
Yeah,
I think y'all play too many video games.
too many.
Too many.
Well,
Like, I mean, it's good to be good at the video games, but you know, I like y'all to be more into the books and figuring stuff out. Video games good in pastime, but I think you guys take it to the extreme, especially now when you connected through the internet and doing stuff. There's too much of that going on.
yeah, it's fun, but like I don't know.
But
It can be distracting a lot.
yeah, it is. And with your schoolwork and stuff, there gotta be happening because there is no job that pays you to play video games. But it is, and I take
Yeah,
that away. Not some people get that. There's people that try video games and stuff like that, but that's a small window. So on top of that, there should be some life skills and stuff being played into that. And then yeah, you got your video games and sometimes sit there and hang out.
yeah.
Ha, we're back.
Mhm.
Yo,
That's
so,
good.
well, what are you talking about?
Well, it's good. We talked about the Kobe thing. We talked about that, and he asked how I felt about video games. Talking about that.
You
Pretty
hate
good.
him.
I don't want to say I hate them because I had video games. You had a video games.
I loved fucking video
All
games
right.
when I was a kid.
So I had fucking Atari, right? And it shows how much. No, that's really that's how good. Yeah, Atari was my shit. Nigga, I had the 2600 and I had the 5200. First person on both blocks, I had it. The difference with that is I had a time and a place for that,
You can go left.
right? So school definitely had to come first, and that's why I said then told them it's cool as fuck. But nowadays everybody got these video games, you hook shit up and you connect with somebody that's in,
Yeah.
Hawaii and all of this.
Yeah.
That's not a good look when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing at your house,
Mm.
you know. And kids have one job. At least at my house, I tell my kids you got one job. You bring them things home, then everything else will be all right for you. You bring it back messed up, same thing. Like I'm at a job and you bring back work that's not good, then we're gonna deal with it like that. Like
Yeah.
you know that doesn't happen here.
I have a love hate relationship with trying to discipline shit that I liked when I was a kid. Right. So I'm gonna try to be as direct as possible for this. Like I played video games when I was a kid.
Right.
I remember fucking around with Sega, PlayStation, Nintendo, Super Nintendo. These kids don't even know that GoldenEye was the first Call of Duty that there was. And we playing it on like almost like block form, right?
Mhm. No, what I played on was block phone. I said Atari, and
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah,
motherfuckers
yeah.
laughed at me.
Well,
I,
we
I
we
played
had
on block
we
phone.
had graphics, but Nintendo 64 was exactly that. It was the 64 pixel shit or whatever that they had that would make shit like look a little bit more real, right?
Mhm.
My problem is that my disciplining skills are all over the place. So we're gonna tie up pretty much everything we've been talking about because it's all real life. I can't figure out how to communicate with kids because my personality is too strong and I want to kill them. I want to kill them.
Dude, it's like you don't have to connect with all kids. You got to connect with your kid.
That's what I'm saying.
your kids. So I mean, on that, there's already a connection. There's already a connection. I don't care how strong you think your personality is. There's a connection because that same connection is in them. So that has to gravitate like magnets. It has to be that way. Like,
Yeah.
like my kids, I talk to them and it's not like, I'm not gonna get to the point I'm gonna beat you up, but I'm getting to that point like, bro, understand me. I know it's in you to understand. And they get to that point. Like I don't have to sit there and raise nothing but my voice, and they sit there and look at my intensity and be like, well, I'm not playing
I
with
feel
that.
you. I feel you
You
on
know
that
what I'm
because
saying? So
I'm the same way.
yeah, so
My tone, my tonality will tell
tonality,
you
that's a good word. Tonality.
how I feel. But damn, man, like what else do I gotta do to make you understand we're not fucking around
Look,
with you?
I do not play with them grades at all. And I'm gonna tell you right now, and I tell my kids 'cause I'm totally honest about that. I wasn't um that person to have those grades, but you know why I wasn't that person to have those grades? Because I didn't apply myself the same way that I'm demanding you apply yourself.
Well,
Because I'm
hold
not.
on. Well, isn't that a double standard though?
It's not a double standard.
Well, if you didn't do what you want somebody else to
Hmm.
do, how could you make them go down that path?
Because I want them to be better than I was. Now, I
Understandable.
mean, that's my path here. Because my kids would have to be better than I was,
Sure.
right? So I didn't have those grades, and I still was able to maintain everything I have now, still pushing to this day on things. So, and if they were to get those grades, they could go a different path that I didn't have to take, and they would be that much greater.
But if your kid says, "Well,
They
you turned out all right.
they can't say that to me because that's not an option. That's not an option.
You turned out all
It
right,
doesn't.
and you didn't have to make straight
Listen,
A's."
I came from a split family. They don't, right? I saw both of my parents exactly go to work the same way. But in the same token, I was that manipulative kid, which I want to allow my kids to be. That if I didn't like something that was happening good at mom's house, then I bounced to dad's house. If I
Yeah,
didn't
I don't
like
like that
something that
shit.
happened at dad's house, then I stayed in the street.
Yeah.
And I told him I was both at somebody else's house. Then I got so old in that age, and I don't want to say so old, it was like 16, 17 that I sat there and said, yo, I'm not gonna come home type stuff, right? So I went down a different path. Difference is my kids are not in that at all. So what they have to do is bring me what I tell them to bring me home because that's my direction now, and that's their direction. So there's no way to even divert from that. They don't come from. There's not a different outlook. There's one outlook at the house. I had two different ones, and bouncing back and forth because everybody wanted to be there. I chose another one,
Sure.
right? So there is none. There's one,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's what they have to do.
How hard is it to teach kids nowadays?
It's extremely hard. It's not even. It's like teaching them. It's like, bro, you teach them here, and then when they go out there, something else could
But
happen.
your responsibility is to teach them.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to.
So you are teaching, but it's how deep are you penetrating?
You could do cut on the news like you could sit there and talk to them all day, and they could be the perfect kid, and something happens in your front lawn. That's how real it is. And
What do you
people,
mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
what I mean,
Be specific. Be
like
specific.
the world is crazy. So no matter what happens in your walls in your house, right? The minute they leave that threshold, it's open. It's open.
Yeah, they're learning from other people.
Or anything else could happen. So you could have all your lessons. You could tell them be the most cautious person and all this, and go out there and you got Psycho Bill next door. You got dude across the street. Whatever's happening is happening. But everybody is so concerned on like bullshit that's going on. What happened to the it takes a village to raise a family,
Yeah, we
right?
lost that.
Lost it,
We lost that.
lost it,
That's super important because
lost it.
you really should thou shalt love thy neighbor. I
You
remember my neighbor won't even talk to me right now because I try to charge him $400 to change his AC fan.
look,
He
and
won't even talk to me no more.
hey,
And I look, I'm the one that
right
lives,
now,
yes,
the neighbor right here
next door
to this house.
to this house. So
We need to go over and knock on the door and sit and say, "Look, can we
I
let this?"
went in there and looked at his AC for him, changed his capacitor, did all kind of shit, did fucking fix his AC for him.
And he live right there, right now.
So he's like, "Yo, how much will you charge me to do the fan? Fan is out." I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna need 400 because the part alone is 300. You're gonna pay me 100 to put it in. That's fair."
And
My
he,
dude don't even look at my way no more to even wave to me hi because he
wow.
think I'm. So okay, so
Did he get it fixed?
he got it fixed,
But look, if he
and he
got
probably still paid 400.
no, but look, if he got it fixed for 150, that's why he probably don't look at you no
Fuck,
more.
I don't care.
So there might be something like if he got to pay for 150,
Give a fuck. What he paid for that shit? That's
wow.
my labor. That's my work. I come home every day, and the last thing I want to do is put my iron truck in the damn driveway, and all the neighbors talking about, "Hey man, they just waiting out there like fiends for me to pull up because they want me to go over there and look at their AC." But come on, man, you my neighbor.
Yeah.
Now I'm not the friendliest. Hey, the problem is that I grew up in this neighborhood. I don't need to be the friendliest motherfucker. I'm the mayor because I grew up in this neighborhood and everybody knew me when I was Silas's age, 10 years old.
So that's the same dude.
No, everybody's done flipped that
Oh,
house 5, 6, 7, 8 times. But neighbors nowadays, and I used to get on my wife for this. Car drive by, she'll be outside getting the mail. Car drives by, she don't say hi, they don't say hi. That's the shit we're building. Me personally, I'll be outside and I'll be like this.
no, I don't. I don't do that either.
I
I'm not gonna.
wave to people because you live in my shit.
You don't know if they live there. They might be stalking like your house, and you waving like, "Bitch, I'm gonna get to his
You
house
make
right
eye
now."
contact with me and you
Yeah,
driving in my neighborhood, I'm gonna wave to you and say hi. If you don't wave, now I got you on my radar.
no, I'm gonna say that bitch is crazy. What are you
Now
waving
I
at me
got you.
for?
What you mean I'm crazy, man? I live here.
No, no, but I don't know if you live here.
You drive by my shit. I'm washing my
You
car.
talking about every day?
I'm
Every day
just
you waving at me?
I used to get on her so bad because I'd be like, "Yo, you like that negative Nancy? Just
So
don't
she
want
don't
to,
wave. I'm not a waving
don't
either. I
want
don't.
to talk to nobody, don't
Nigga, I
want to
come from
wave
New
to
York.
nobody, don't want to do
In
anything."
New York, they push the mailman, put you out of the way. Be the mailman, the same mailman the whole time. He push you out of the way.
But it takes a village to build a nation, or it takes a village to build a person too.
To raise a family.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But yeah,
It,
but I'm not.
ta-
I'm
it
not.
takes
Yeah,
a
see,
village
just
to. It takes
I'm not
people.
waving at everybody,
It
dude.
takes it takes people in the community to understand that everybody's on the same fucking page. Yo, you know what's so crazy? And I almost recorded it.
But I don't like a lot of
So
people.
I was
Why?
in Lando Lakes and I was going and doing an AC job. When I drove immediately into the neighborhood, American flag, Trump flag, Trump flag, Trump flag. I'm
See,
talking about hanging off the damn
yeah, see,
mailbox.
I don't want to hear that
Now, D,
dumb shit, man.
when I tell
Bullshit.
you, this wasn't like no little popcorn flag like this that you were waving your hand like this. This was a big ass flag.
So you wonder why he's? So you asked me in
Let me tell you
10 minutes
this.
ago.
The neighborhood was 3 streets deep to a big circle.
Hmm.
When I drove through it, I drove the neighborhood to not pull up to the shortest route. I had to go down streets to see if everybody in the neighborhood was doing what they were doing. And it was fucking flag after flag after flag. And I'm talking about big shit. Not everybody, but a lot.
All right, so listen, and you're gonna answer your own question now. Did you see these big flags when Bush was gonna be elected, or these big flags when Clinton, or whatever?
I
The,
think we
the,
live in a
the,
different time now where things can be put in your face
it was
how it was
right,
not able to be done back
right.
then.
No, no, no.
Go back
That's
to Bush's era.
right,
That
right.
was what was that? That was
Yeah.
2000
You know which Bush? Which Bush you talking about?
Junior.
The, not Junior with 2000.
I'm gonna go on Junior
It wouldn't be
because
20 years ago. I mean, you sit there and think Obama did 8. Um, Before this motherfucker here was 3. All right, so 20 years. No, Bush was right before that, right?
I,
Yeah,
I always I always tell
'cause-
people to look up the presidency because wasn't
no, Bush was when nine
was
eleven happened, dude. So Bush was in 9/11. So that wasn't
and then Clinton after or before?
no. Clinton was before Bush Jr. He
Okay.
was he was after
No,
Bush
I
Senior.
thought it was Bush Senior and then Bush Junior.
No,
Oh, so it
no.
was Bush Senior, Clinton, and
Yes,
then Bush Junior,
yes.
and
So
then Obama,
yes, for 8 years.
and then
The bullshit. Yeah, then the bullshit. And it's fucked up because the kids are the kids don't sit there and like have like now they're getting curious, right? Like my daughter's getting curious at her age. Your son should be getting curious,
they
right?
do, they do,
All
they
right,
are.
so I got
My
bullshit to sit there and
9-year
show
old
'em.
is curious.
Right. So I got him bullshit to sit there and show him. Because the stuff our president sitting there making fun of mentally handicapped people, talking about girls, this and that, throwing people out of when have you ever seen the president sit there at
Never,
doing this thing? Hey, get out of here.
never.
Throw him out. Throw him out. This is the president.
Yeah, never.
Dude, you're not a king. What are
It's
you talking about?
it's not a good representation of how we should be as
It's
people.
as the United States. He represents the United States.
And that's where the
But
difference is for me because
but
as much as I could go down the line, and if anybody wants to come on the show and you want to go down the line and talk about politics, we could do that.
yeah,
I'm
let's
not
go.
going to do that right now, but I will tell you there are things that are going on that benefit everyone. There are things that are going on that people don't like. And if you are a person and people cannot relate to you, you cannot be a president because you're not relatable. You have so many people in the world that want to vote for Trump for the wrong reasons.
What I hopefully that would have happened 3.5 years ago. Like all the Latinos that said they voted for him, or this bugged out, or the legalized Mexicans that said they voted for him, right? Figure out what he did after that.
Well, the
All
thing
right,
about the
and
thing about what
and
Trump did with Mexico is that he made them understand that if you are going to trade with the United States and Canada, that you need to be on the same page.
not just that. I'm
You
talking
cannot flee and manufacture shit over there, right? And do it to the point where you are going to bring detriment to United States businesses.
right,
Okay.
but his hat, right, his hat, and it's funny as fuck. His hat, made in America, or
Yeah, yeah,
make
yeah.
America great again.
Made over there.
It's made where?
Yeah, yeah, no, no, no,
Wait,
no.
made where?
No, I got it. I got
Right.
it.
So his hat that says
But
"Make America Great." First of all, when was America great?
we're talking about big trade. America has always been great.
When?
All the fucking time since I've been born. I'm 38 years
No,
old.
no.
America has been great since 38 years for me.
Amer- America is land of opportunity. When has it been great? When do they have
It's
the great
always been
face?
great.
They have the great face from what? Because this America has a history of slavery. America has a history of corruption. America has a history of bullying the world. So we're making it great again versus what? Like he said there and said we're gonna make it great again. That's the problem I have with
Right, because there's
to be great.
there's the racial undertones.
Right. But where's the greatness out of that? It has to be great for you because you have opportunity. You was able to raise your kids here. You was able to have a job. You was able to do that's cool. But What is the undertones to make it great again?
Right.
Like when did it not become great?
Right.
Oh, before you. Before you is the only thing you can sit there and talk about. That's the undertone.
That's what
That's the undertone.
that's what
In case nobody figured it out,
right.
that would have had to be the undertone.
That's
That's
what
where the whole red hat and everything came from.
that's what diminished the Tea Party too. Because you remember when the Tea Party came out when Obama was in office, right? The problem that the problem that happened with the Tea Party was they failed because he got reelected, right? But the Tea Party, their whole quote unquote voice was a racial undertone that the KKK used to use,
Oh, hey, let me bring that up too. I don't want to cut you off,
right?
but this is a good thing too.
Look, if
Okay, just remind me of that. It's
anybody that
fine.
wants to
That's
debate, we
fine.
can come
That's
on and
fine.
we can do all
No,
that.
that's fine. But
Yes,
bring that back up. Go ahead.
yes, because when the Tea Party realized that Obama was going to get reelected again, their racial undertones and what they brought to the table was like, and when it was confronted, was like, oh no, we didn't mean that. That's
Hmm.
not what we mean. We mean we are trying to take America back from.
Yeah.
And
Nah.
they were like, back from what?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like make America great again from what?
From what?
America was built on slavery. So when they said make America great again, fuck are you talking about? When was it great? When was it great? It's built on slavery. You came over and you robbed people. That's what happened. That's real shit. That's taught in high schools right now.
Talking about Christopher Columbus shit?
Yes. Yeah. So that's real shit right
Well, we
now.
shouldn't even be celebrating that because the real problem with America is okay.
So when people
Hold on. Let me dial in.
no,
Let me
no,
no. I'm gonna dial in.
but I wanted to get back to this other
No, no.
point because
I'm
I
gonna
had a
dial in
good
for you.
that's what I'm talking about.
So America allows questions.
Questions. We start on questions. Correct.
I allow questions.
Mm-hmm.
There's no stupid question in America.
Mm-hmm.
That's what your kids are taught in school.
Right.
In other countries, you'll fucking get killed for asking a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about hung.
Right.
Okay. Secondly, Christopher Columbus and the holidays that we celebrate, you're celebrating a fucking pillager. Somebody who came,
That discovered America, but did he
didn't
discover it?
discover America was already discovered.
Thank you. I agree.
And came and raped and fucking took what he thought was his.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, America wants to celebrate the maverick. And when I say maverick, the person that's willing to go against the grain.
Yeah, make it great again.
How can you idolize people that do such harm? But again, America will tell you that you can idolize them because their ideology was different from what we're supposed to be brought up on. Okay? Now, if you go through the ideology of the United States and America and the world, we're going off of scriptures and everything that was BC, before Christ, after Christ, a scripture, a book. We're looking at a world nowadays that is different from how you could be 500 years ago. It's not the same, man. It's different. We're different because people's ability to think is faster, quicker. The motherfuckers that try to survive and how we were built on our genes and how we are as people, the people that try to put logic together, those motherfuckers are dead. They ain't survive.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that built and survived to live and make it through, that's what we built on. We built on making it through.
Hmm?
The problem is
Well,
that
I'm gonna make it through this bullshit.
right.
Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. Bathroom
Okay.
break? How you do that?
Bathroom break.
Bathroom break. Hey,
Desmond, come here. Sit down.
come on. Where the bathroom at?
Go straight. Go straight. Go straight through my bedroom.
All right.
Make a left. Are we live?
Yeah.
Shit, we got a lot of people watching. All right, we're gonna finish that up.
Somebody saying, why you all this? That's not a good look when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing in your house. You know, and the kids have one wrong.
We're still live here, so we'll be live on YouTube all day long. What do you think about what's going on in the world?
What do you mean? Like politics? Or like
What's going on in the world for you? You wake up every day, you go to school. Is that all you care about?
yeah, basically. And like I care about the people that like surround me. Like friends and family.
When you go to school and you take a test, are you just done with the test after you take it? You're never gonna use that information ever again.
It depends if it's very important and like
How the fuck do you know if it's very
Mm.
important or not?
I don't know. If the teacher says it over and over again, it has to be important. And like
Uh,
we go over it a lot.
all right, well, that's for me and you later on another
All right.
conversation
Yeah, I
because
like that. That's cool.
when
Hey,
it,
I just went to your bathroom. My homeboy bathroom sexy as fuck. I like that shit, man. That's some dope shit. That's what you need to be doing.
what are you talking about?
Your bathroom.
My bathroom
Yeah,
sexy?
the whole
You
the
said my
whole layout.
homeboy. Your
You
homeboy's bathroom was sexier than mine?
your homeboy.
You,
That's
you to
you.
me.
Yeah, that's it. Damn, dude.
I ain't know what you was talking
No,
about, bro.
look, I'm gonna put this shit down real fast. I want motherfuckers to think about this topic for 1 second, right? They they,
No, we got a lot of viewers.
but that's good.
Yes.
I want motherfuckers to come in with that shit because
I'm
um
listening, I'm listening, I'm listening.
the shit with Kaepernick, right?
Kaepernick?
Kaepernick. Here's it is. I'm with Cap. I'm with Cap. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay.
What's up, right? Same shit. So my man had a silent protest. Silent.
Yeah.
Made the whole fucking everybody said that this dumb motherfucker here, uh y'all president, whatever, said and say, hey, all of them should be, but who the fuck chimed in with that was Jimmy Jones, Jimmy Johnson, whatever the fuck his name is, Dallas. Yeah, all of them people told his people he couldn't sit there and do that. Silent protest. But it's the same shit we talk about the Constitution, right? In the Constitution, you have a right to motherfucking do that. But you would have, listen to this,
Mm,
they allow in states, right, in government bodies of these United States
mhm.
to sit there and have the clans parades till today
They don't do that shit
in
now.
2020.
They
Of
don't do
course
that
they
shit.
do.
They don't do that
Of
shit.
course they do. In
It's
2020, they said they, but they burn a cross. They burn crosses.
there was an interview with
Who, David Duke?
no nigga,
You
Daryl.
know who David Duke is affiliated with?
Stop it. So I know who he's affiliated with. He used to be a KKK member.
But who is his friend? Who is his right hand man? David Duke.
Who's his right hand man?
Your president.
Donald Trump is not David Duke's right hand man.
Oh, they are definitely cool.
All right. Well, I don't get on conspiracies because
It's not conspiracy.
I don't listen. I don't do conspiracy theories.
This that's not a conspiracy
I do
theory.
factual shit. Now,
That is
factual
factual.
shit. If I wanted to come and like,
So the factual shit is there are clans parades that are sanctioned by the states today. You're saying there's not?
well, after the whole shit that happened in Charlottesville,
When? When?
the whole Charlottesville shit that happened.
So there's no clans meetings and clans parades that's sanctioned by states.
Well, the Klan is dwindling down.
It doesn't matter if
It's
the
dwindling down like at a rapid rate because when you sit and have a conversation on why your ideology is what it is, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
it's never made sense. So
That's why
what I'm
I want
saying,
that. That's why one of the questions that I told you to be prepared for was why are we so racist as a culture right now? Because you can walk into somebody's house and see a whole bunch of redneck southern
mhm,
perspective of what they see the world as. And you can have two different people. You can have one that will be just a complete fucking prick and want to be racist. And then you can have another that understands, well,
the rebel flag means what?
maybe, well, the rebel flag, from what I heard, from what I heard,
But that's
I'm not
preparation.
saying they,
That's
I'm not
preparation.
saying
Be
they.
careful what you're saying about
Well, I'm
the
gonna tell. Well, I'm gonna
rebel
tell you right now.
flag.
The rebel flag, from
Be
what
careful.
I've heard,
What?
right?
What? Be careful.
Everybody says they because they is that fucking they is that they on. Well, where'd you hear that from? Well,
Oh
they
no.
said. Well, they said. Well, who the fuck is they? Right? What I heard from the rebel flag was there
Southern.
were black people who fought in that as well.
Yeah. Those are called slaves. But go ahead.
No,
But go ahead.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, no, no,
Those are
no,
called
no, no,
sellouts. It's called Uncle
no,
Tom's. Go ahead.
no. There were black people that fought.
What was they fighting for then? You should have asked them that. What would have them? What would have been them fighting for that for? Just ask them that. So there was black people fighting for that,
Yes,
and okay, what were they fighting for?
there are black people that will represent the Confederate flag.
And you know what? And there's Puerto Ricans right now that voted for Trump, so it's the same shit.
No, it's not the same because it's a different time.
You're right. There's a different time, but
Now
when,
listen,
when you
now from what I heard, from what I heard, that could very well be a topic that somebody would want to bring to the table with somebody who was putting that out there as like, listen, there are black people that will represent a Confederate flag because they fought for that in that war,
Mhm.
right?
I believe that.
I don't know that.
Look.
I'm just going off of what was told to
I
that person who has converted plenty of racist people.
I believe that to be true. Like there was people that said they voted for Trump that were of minority descent or whichever. Totally understand it. Like there's women that voted for him after he said and said I grab girls by the
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So I do. The world is vast, many different views. I
Vague,
right. I don't
vague.
right. So I don't doubt any of that to be a fact. Um, is it the majority? It very well should not be. Um, I highly doubt it is. But am I saying that it totally didn't happen? No. There might have been a couple of blacks that set him for it in that bullshit. But there would have been no reason for them to be fighting.
When I heard that, when I heard that people who are racist in the KKK, right? Because you got to think that political party goes way. And let me rephrase.
I'm not even talking about the
Hold on, hold on, hold
KKK
on,
because
hold
we're
on,
talking about the South, the
hold
the,
on,
the,
hold
the
on.
rebel flag thing. So
Let me not say political party because the KKK is not a political party.
no,
It is just it is a sanction of people.
right,
That was way before we even started getting into motherfucking presidencies and all that shit,
right.
right?
Hmm.
Today,
Dude, why we're so racist today? Um, no, no. We've
No.
always been racist. Why is it being revamped today? Is what you want to know. That's what you want to know.
Well, I asked you that question
All
a
right.
long time
All
ago.
right. So what's the charge? It's because we have a president acting, sitting for 2.5 years,
He's not
three,
throwing racial
three and a
slurs
half. No,
out.
no, not racial slurs. Not just that. Look at his DNA.
He's not throwing racial
Mm. He
conflicts.
can't. He can't throw racial. He's
You're
throwing
just
undertones.
you're stirring up the people who never fucking had a voice.
Mm.
Is that's
Um.
really what it
Look at
is?
the. I'm starting up who?
No, the white Republican Party, who shouldn't
Oh.
even be Republicans in the first place. Sorry,
Oh. No, no. It's not. It's this.
they're stirring themselves up, and
You're
they shouldn't
allowing.
even be.
No, no, no.
They shouldn't
You're
even be
you're
voting for that.
you're allowing them to say whatever they want to say because your president
Bullshit, because
says
somebody
says
will still get fucked up
says
saying some
that.
stupid shit.
Well, that happens, but he allows them to say this. First of all, let me tell you the truth. Just look at his DNA. His father, Fred Trump. Once again, look at it. We could Google that shit
I could
right
go
now.
back to look at Trump because I'm a New Yorker and I know where Trump came from. He wasn't a racist bigot. The only thing where he fucked up was when he wanted to persecute those kids that were involved in the Central Park jogger shit.
No, just about the. What about him throwing out the people out of his people because he said that minorities are disgusting ass people when he had the projects over there in Harlem.
I didn't even
Look
hear
that
all
up
that.
too. But it's right there.
No,
I mean,
I will look.
everything everything I sit and say has been there. So he also
But it's
said
like,
them
but
he
it's like,
threw people out of
can you
fucking apartments
can you look
because
at
they was minorities and said they had cockroaches and shit.
can you look at somebody that totally transformed into getting money?
No, how can you? How can you? What do you transform from, dude?
Not
Everybody,
from being X to getting to Z.
no. But he changed. Obviously, he hasn't on this whole campaign trail. He
I
did the
know a lot of
same stuff.
motherfuckers that would change when they got money in their
He didn't.
pocket.
He's had money when he started the shit. He had money when he was doing it. His father had money.
Well,
Fred Trump, his
debt
grandfather had money. His grandfather was a Klans
debt
member.
is the leverage of money.
His his
Debt
grand
debt is the leverage to leverage more money. You got
he,
to be in debt.
but
Trump was in debt for a
when
long time.
no no, he Trump was in debt.
Yes.
Trump's family was never in debt. Never. So it doesn't matter. So Donald Jr., whatever, fucked up. Didn't matter because his family always had money. Like it doesn't matter the bullshit job he has now for the presidency of this nation. Ask him how much he gets paid for being a president. It's some bullshit. I think it's $180,000. We could Google that.
No, it's probably like 200,000.
All
I
right.
think is what I
Well,
heard. Yeah.
well, yeah. So I was pretty close, right? So he doesn't need this but to stroke his own dick. That's it. And to sit there and bounce around this whole world and build other shit. But when y'all figure it out, then it'll be a whole different time. But figure it out because he is definitely the number one entrepreneur on this motherfucking planet.
So you personally, and cameras are off. We're just recording here. You personally, you like more taxes or less taxes?
More taxes or less taxes?
Mhm.
I don't think we should be taxed at all. So it would have to be less taxes.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's start there. That's one.
Yeah.
One less taxes. Do you like more government or less government?
I don't want nobody governing me. For what?
Okay. That's two. Less government, right? Pro-abortion, or people should have their kid and decide what to do with it, but you have a choice.
It's their body, right? Why would I make a law about what they got to do with themselves?
Okay. So you give them a choice. Okay. That's three, right? Last but not least, more military or less military?
What are we building up for if we living right?
Doesn't matter. More military.
Um,
or less?
That is really open because more military can mean
Okay, all right. So
four
it's
hundred billion or whatever. Because you need a helicopter that can sit there and do this and that, whatever.
okay,
So I wouldn't even rock with that at all.
okay.
I
So
know there's never been an attack besides the bullshit that happened with the towers that happened with our own shit
if you
on
want
our
to
land
start a
ever.
business or you don't want to start a business, business, if you have a drive and you want to start something, it's easier for you to do it and you get taxed less because you're thriving for yourself.
You just talk about no taxes, but so
Or you start a business and you need to pay in a lot more money. What do you like? Which route you like?
what was that? Because it's funny you keep putting taxes in a bunch of shit, but
Well, three out of the questions that I asked you are all Republican based,
mhm,
and you answered all three of them
mhm. Yo, but look,
as a
that,
Republican.
no, because I'm a Democrat, but
No, no, no,
the
but you answered all three as a Republican
mhm.
because those are the ideology of a Republican.
But they're not because
They
that
are
they are they
less taxes,
watch it.
less government.
They put those up there like that because it looks like that's what, and that's how they got most of the voters going. How they look because the underlying shit to that they could sit there and say that all day. Like if I pass you a pamphlet, you sit and say me, 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 me. Now you're Republican.
No,
Meaning the the underlying
it's the parties that are dictating what they need to pass, and the Senate needs to go ahead and also make laws to pass what they are trying to push through.
right, and the Senate is made up Republicans and Democrats also. Right? So everything is a party. The House is the same thing. That's
Can we ever get
that's
anything
that's
done?
why.
Can we ever get anything done at
Uh,
this rate?
Obviously not. I
At
mean, I
Because
mean,
Obama couldn't get a lot of shit done
I
either.
mean, it's in there. Obama had 8 years, and Obama got a lot of shit done. That's done. First of all, Obama got the first black president ever elected, so he
Right,
got that shit done.
right. But what I'm saying is Obama's
It's been fucked up for
hold on.
50 something years
The
for so long.
economy underneath Obama was actually thriving as he left office. So, what Trump supporters cannot say is that Trump was the end all be all of getting a thriving economy because that's not
No,
the shit that happened.
but they definitely do say that because they sit there and
But they can't say that because
it's a
Obama's last years in presidency was actually why the fucking economy was booming.
oh, that's almost like Tony Dungy
Okay, well,
leaving
everybody
the
knows that.
Bucks,
Everybody knows that.
and then Chucky coming in next year winning the Super Bowl and saying,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
Chucky won the Super Bowl.
yeah, yeah,
Chucky won the
yeah,
Super Bowl."
yeah, yeah,
It's the same
yeah,
shit that's happening,
yeah.
right? It was the momentum going into that,
Yes,
right? So that's what happened,
yes,
dude. Let's not be confused. I mean, that's what, and the confusion really comes into we are in a dark place as far as what's happening with our country. We are.
yeah,
We can sit there all day. Is this no? That's what the fuck is happening.
yeah.
If it happens now, he didn't get impeached now or elect him again. I guarantee he get impeached in the second year into the fucking next thing.
Yeah.
He is crooked, but it's cool.
Well, hold on. Well, when you say crooked, like you have to go based off of what your company, the company you keep,
Mhm.
right? So personally, like me personally, D, ever since I've been growing up, my parents all been Democrats.
Mhm.
I've been a Republican based on the ideology of Republicans for
An ideal, yeah, very good. On
less.
ideal,
No, for me,
but that's if they put it in the
I've
into
never been
perspective.
broke. I've never been broke.
Mhm.
I don't want to be broke. I don't. I don't want. I don't want to. Like the shit that pisses me off the most is when people get fed for not doing shit.
Look, I get it too. And look, and that's why a lot
I
of people
hate that.
right. But we gravitate towards that bullshit, which I don't like that neither. I'm not sitting there trying to feed nobody else. If I'm gonna feed you, I'm gonna feed you myself. I don't need nobody else to do it. I get it. And
Democratic
look,
policies are higher
it's
taxes to feed everyone.
and that's why people and that's why you got the demon in the fucking office now. That's why he's probably gonna get elected again.
It's not even
He
about
he
just
he
him.
he's not. It's not. But we have somebody that's not sane
No,
running the
no, you're
fucking
right. You're
country.
right. You're right.
Right? We have somebody that's not sane running the country. Fuck it.
If
I
I
don't
if
care.
I took if I
We
took
had
what-
Republicans
yeah
in there before that. I ain't have a problem with that.
yeah yeah if
You
I
never
took
heard
yeah
from
yeah
them.
yes
You
yes
ain't
yes
never
yes
heard.
yes
Yeah.
yes yes
You ain't
yes
never
that's
heard me
exactly
talking
where I
like
was
that.
going with that.
No.
Yes
We
yes.
have a demon now that's running it. That sits there now out there. Hey, miss let's go over there. Come on. Nobody knew, bro. You found out that we bombed Iraq on a fucking Twitter. On Twitter. Dude. You used to
What you
late
mean
breaking
bombed
news this and
Iraq? You
that.
mean bombed
Um
Osama bin Kali or
yeah,
whatever the fuck
whatever
his
the
name
fuck it
is?
was. Yeah, Iraq.
Well, I
What the
mean,
fuck
wasn't that a
happened?
good? Wasn't that a win for America?
It was a win. Nigga, I want to be involved. Don't nigga social media. I don't have Twitter. Other people that's trying to
I
hey,
don't have Twitter neither.
we did this. So what happened? Said and look, and then we didn't know what they was gonna do neither. I said, I ain't even know that was a threat. Fuck, I need to get a Twitter to find out
What
what's
you
happening
mean
with
you
the
ain't know
nation.
that was a threat, dog? He been brewing up Al Qaeda from fucking day one.
Dude, I ain't know that we was like that. That we
Well, they caught his ass slipping and they
we
fucking
stood
bombed the
missing.
shit out of his ass.
Right, but we do know
You
who
would have did the same thing on a nigga that was over there trying to run your block.
right, but we do know who got Osama bin Laden, right? We do know who went and
I
got
don't
him.
even think Osama's dead.
Oh,
Don't
he
quote
dead.
me on that.
Oh yeah, he dead.
We ain't never get a body for him.
He don't. No, it don't matter. That's you would never got
We
about it.
never got a body for Osama.
I know you would have got about it.
Bro, we could be talking about Osama right now. Osama could be working
Osama ain't doing
with
shit.
he could be working with the government right now.
Well, Osama's straight motherfucking punk then, because he ain't did shit in some years. Then,
Bro,
he used to come up like every.
I need
now
to
and
see
then
a
with
body.
something. Fuck that. He's gone. What
I
you
need to see a
talking about?
body.
He's done.
Everybody that dies,
Boo boo. He gone. He gone, nigga. I was talking about. You talking about body? He's out of there.
I need to see a body.
Nah.
We ain't never seen Osama's
You
body.
sound like a Pac fan. Like I need to see Pac is gone.
I
He's
need to
gone,
see
dude.
Pac.
He's done, dude. He's done. Him, Biggie, Pac, Elvis Presley, and motherfucking Bruce Lee. Everybody's gone.
Pop Smoke.
Everybody.
Pop Smoke.
Come on, man. That's too soon. Pop Smoke.
Too soon.
Pop Smoke. We can end it with that shit, man. Pop Smoke. And look, we
I
love.
just don't understand why these
Yes.
fucking kids just don't get it.
Yes, we love to sit there and talk about some shit. That shit, Pop Smoke.
Hey,
Lot of
welcome to
y'all,
the party.
lot of
I
y'all
want
won't
to
even know
leave. I
about
want
that,
to
man.
clean. I want to.
Tell them, talk to them, talk to them.
Give me a lit. Get over here. You gonna get hit.
Here we go. Here we go.
Look at my
Look,
baby. Welcome to the party.
what Marcus is talking about is once again. I think the last time we had this, we had the podcast. We
Leave that there for future references, and when they go to look up shit like they looked up, who the fuck those Roman motherfuckers or whoever they was. We're gonna be here. Huh. Give me lit.
What are you talking about?
This right here. This is history. This shit stays in the database.
So
that was a fucked up situation for fucked up music and fucked up rap. And I'm tired of these fucking kids getting killed and murked because as much as I hate new school rap, you fucking kids keep dying way too fucking quick, and I feel bad for you.
You shouldn't not bad for society, man. We need to do some shit different, man.
They have no guidance.
Well, we're the people that's supposed to guide them, and
They're not our family. The problem is that you have people like us raising kids, and the problem is that most people like us ain't wasn't shit. And what do they do? They allow their kids to do whatever the fuck it is they want to do. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't love. They don't nurture. They don't do anything to teach them right from wrong. That's all it is. I'm sorry, but when I was 20 years old, I was out of fucking control. I could have been the next Pop Smoke, somebody running up on me in a party.
Do they know what happened with Pop Smoke? Do they even like figure out what happened with Pop Smoke? Huh?
It's a home invasion.
Yeah.
Well, the
So
problem is that you have somebody that is a New York native.
it's greedy shit. Once again, when you sit in just great, nobody could do nothing. Nobody's doing nothing. You talk about positive shit, even a podcast, whatever. You sit there and you got greedy people that sit around there and just try to eat. If they can't eat on you, they eat off of you or they
So,
in you.
one thing that I found really, really strange was Blueface yo comment.
What?
Blueface said, if you're gonna come out here for Pop Smoke shit, you better check in. Now, Blueface is a crip. I'm buying that. Pop Smoke, he's a crip all day. Big crip. But 20 years old, there are still other people pulling strings, right? What I don't like is you're taking a person who can generate and make you money, and then you are just pulling the rug out under them because they're not needed no more, right? The music industry seems to have been doing that for a very long time now. If I want to date back to when Shine got popped and went to prison for Puffy of shooting a nigga in the club, that's when we started going into the music industry is really using these kids to do things that they wouldn't necessarily do on their own.
That would have happened a lot earlier than that with Pac and Big and all of that. But
No,
uh,
because they was the gatekeepers.
but
There was none of that bullshit with them.
but um
There was no bullshit in rap. Listen, man, we could debate fucking rap all day long, and I'll run circles around people because I grew up with the shit. Wu Tang built a culture for rap worldwide. Okay, they were the only worldwide people in rap that went and fucking did concerts everywhere
all
across
right,
the globe.
I'm trying to follow you with this, but go.
When we scale down from them, then we got to Big,
Hmm.
then we got to Pac, right? Then we globalized rap, which Wu Tang represented, and we scaled it down to America. And the only two niggas in America that was gonna hold that shit down was Pac and Big. They both got killed,
Hmm.
right? Nobody ever persecuted for them crimes.
Huh.
None.
Hmm.
Okay? Now,
There ain't no money in that. There's money in the mystery. Right now, there's money in the movies. Right now, there's money in the mystery.
that's over.
Right now, there's no, there's not.
I know people
Nigga, if
that
a movie came out right now, you gonna go watch it. I'm gonna
I
watch
know.
it too. Yeah.
Listen, I didn't even watch the Tupac movie.
What Tupac movie? There's a Tupac movie.
Yeah,
Why?
the get the Tupac shit that Hype Williams made.
Yeah, you didn't watch it, but there's a movie made. That movie made $5 million.
Well, if you ain't moved me, nigga,
I
you
mean,
ain't moved nobody in
well,
America.
well, I'm just saying. A lot of people said they didn't watch. Dude, there's people in China, Australia, all that shit watch that movie.
They ain't watch that shit.
They were,
They ain't watch that shit. You know why they ain't watch that shit? Because the crime behind the deed was never
it's,
ever.
but
And they tried to give you a piece.
why you don't think it was
They
ever?
tried to give you a piece that the LAPD had something to do
Why
with
didn't?
that.
Uh, is that a mystery? The LAPD. First of all, understand this: the LAPD.
They don't even know what we're talking about
All
right
right.
now.
Prior to that was who? Rodney King, right? Rodney King. Before that, we said, no, man. Rodney King got paid $41 million for catching all the ass whoopers.
Okay.
40 million, $41 million, and parking them in cash shit.
I gotta go take a bathroom break. Can that be like 55 seconds?
I guess.
Be right back. Desmond?
I want Desmond being headed. Damn, we need to do something.
So, Juice World, okay?
Juice WRLD.
Juice World, and all of the young rappers that have died.
X.
For what reason? Talk to me.
Juice World. Yeah. Juice World.
Who?
Hey, look. I don't know what you're talking about. Look,
You know about Juice World?
I'm not going to be able to go to your birthday tomorrow.
Sorry.
Um, um, that's for your birthday.
Appreciate it.
Get some sneakers or something. Huh? Come over here. Put on a shirt or something. What you gonna do?
So Juice
Okay.
WRLD basically he got
I know what happened to Juice WRLD.
he
I don't
got
care
caught
about
up.
that. I just want to make sure you was alright for your birthday.
Oh yeah,
Don't worry
cool.
about that. That's
Yeah.
cool. You alright?
Yeah.
Everything's good?
Yeah.
How's 15?
It's good.
What's up with the girls?
Nothing much.
Huh?
Nothing much.
What the hell you mean nothing much? What's happening?
Same old girls.
What you mean?
Girls are complicated.
What are you talking about?
They're complicated.
What's going on, dude?
Nothing.
Huh? Hold on, dude. We're talking about girls. Relax.
Girls. Oh no, they're a lot to
What do you
handle.
mean a lot? Yeah, a lot. You got $50. You could make some stuff happen. You could shake something up. It's- Sorry.
I'm gonna end it like this. Get up. I'm gonna end it like this. YouTube, follow me here. When people die, young, old, famous, not, my sympathy for me personally doesn't go to the person that died. It goes to the people they leave fucking behind.
That's great.
It goes to everybody that has to deal with that death because you are no longer in existence.
Right.
But the trail, the wave, the wake, the fucking rock in a still lake,
Yeah,
the ripple effect is more detrimental.
it's picking them to pieces, man.
It's more detrimental than anything. And I hate that these young kids have to die nowadays. They dying too fucking early. All the money in the world cannot make you want to leave this earth because you don't have all the money in the world that they promise you to take with you. I really believe that there are hands and figures in this world that if you are famous, I almost look at it like if you're going to make me the best rapper ever or make me relevant, right? You're gonna give me all this bread, all
You're
this money.
irrelevant.
Yeah, you're gonna give me all this money. Well, what do I need to do that? That's what I feel like the answer is to the motherfuckers that are saying that.
Just shut up.
Yeah. What do I need to do that?
Shut up.
Well, you are going to
Shut up.
not be with us
Shut up.
when it's your time. When is my time? That'd be my question. That'd be my question. When is my time?
You don't know when your
And
time
then
is.
and then when they say is it could be a year, it could be 10 years. But if you're willing to do that, we'll give you everything you want. And then you sit there and say, well, what do I really got going for me right now? Nothing. I come from nothing. I don't really have people that care about me. All right, I'll ride that 10-year boat. I'm 18. I leave when I'm 28. But when I leave in remembrance of more than the average person that never did anything.
What type of question is that? You asking like some
That's not
like
even a question. I'm making a statement.
I was about to say you putting some shit down I ain't ever heard of. Like,
Yes.
all right.
Because I feel like music's just using kids.
Hey, look,
They just using them like they fucking like a trash bag.
it's not music though at all, man. It's just somebody thinking outside the box. To me, I don't even look at it like Pop Smoke. I don't look like Nip. I look at it as people doing shit different that motherfuckers don't understand, right? So when you start doing
So
something
you kill them?
different, but when you start moving different than anybody else moves, then bitches start watching, right? And they get jealous, envious, all of that dumb shit.
You
And,
move different.
and
I
that's
move
what happens.
different.
Right. But look, I move different and I know this though. You know what I'm saying? Like I know this. So and you
I
know
dare a motherfucker
it,
to see
it,
me
it's
moving different, nigga,
it,
and come and
it,
try to kill me. I'll fuck
it's
your shit up.
as sad as it is, like, you know, that's how we gotta do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, Pop Smoke was half your age, right?
20.
All right. So he don't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nip been in the game for a minute, everything. He thought it was comfortable on his own block that he grew up on. So the shit we talking about ain't nothing like far fetched. You
But
know,
the
they didn't do nothing out the own.
hold on. It's also the characteristics of a person that think they could just do whatever the fuck they want to do.
I
I've
don't
seen them pop off on plenty of people, and you be like, "Yo, I wish that nigga would have talked to me like that."
look. I don't
Right?
look. Um, but that's something
You
that won't
want to
be
get
on
away with that shit?
that won't be on no videotapes, nothing like that. But what I'm saying is, yeah, you keep it the shit real, man. I mean, that's what got you there.
That's what I'm saying. I have no problem with keeping it real, dog. We keep it real 100 every single day out this earth.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that
There's no other way to move, dude.
there is
Like to
a
sit there and
there's a bigger sector of what they did as artists. They're in a different area. They're in Hollywood. Hollywood eats their babies.
yeah. But that was
Hollywood eats their babies.
that was a kid from Brooklyn that wasn't, you know, that nigga wasn't even like
He lived
cold
there.
and
He lived there. He lived there.
he he
Everybody wants to get out the hood, but the problem
he
is that getting out the hood is like who you bringing with you.
but he rented a house there. So the dude was 20. So he ain't been out there. That ain't nothing.
So if you're gonna get
And
got, you're gonna get got there.
no, the difference was he went out there and he caught peoples out there. Might have been his own team from Brooklyn. We don't know none of that yet.
The nigga
You know
that
what I'm
was
saying?
wearing the mask, they're gonna find you. They're gonna find you,
They might or they might not. Big
find you.
might be another big situation. Might be
No, no,
whatever.
no, 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 no. They're gonna find you. They're gonna find you. Trust. Trust.
I hope so.